So welcome to Tuesday morning Pilates with me. If you need to just do part of the class, if you want to do the whole class, it's entirely up to you. You could take it in segments as I've done with other classes. We're going to start with a setup at the beginning, and I would say a warm-up, but it's not like your warm-up at the beginning of a high-intensity class. Okay, so I'm going to step back so that you can hopefully, hang on, see all of me. Take the screen down. So hopefully you've got a mat. You will need one of those. You will get away with it if you're on the carpet. You might want to, in future, get something a little bit more supportive for your back, just a bit of sponginess under your spine. So we're going to start by setting our feet hip distance. So I want you to look at your second and third toe and imagine you're drawing a line up through the knee, up through the hip sockets, and then all the way up to the tops of your shoulders. So we've got that alignment all the way through the body. Okay, from there just soften your knees. So you're not bending them, but you're just keeping the softness there, taking any tension away from the backs of your legs. Okay, from there, think about your pelvis. I want you to imagine that this is a bucket of water. Okay, and we're going to tip water forward in that bucket and then back in that bucket. Just rocking forward with your pelvis. And imagine you're just sloshing that water to the front and the back. Great job. Okay, now we're going to try and settle into our neutral pelvis. So imagine you're just slowly bringing that rocking sensation to a smaller movement until you end up level. So imagine the water is level in the bucket. Okay, now we're going to squeeze the pelvic floor. So imagine you're squeezing your back passage and your front passage and then drawing that up in towards the belly. But if you had an elevator of 10 floors, we only want to go to about the third floor, so it's a soft connection. Okay, then roll your shoulders back and let them melt down away from the ears and in towards your lower back. Think about lengthening the neck, tucking your chin in slightly so your eyes are forward and your neck is long. Keep that pelvic floor activation, and if you're not used to Pilates, there will be lots to think about all at the same time. Okay, and you will feel that you're not engaging the pelvic floor all the time. I will keep reminding you. So pelvic floor switched on for now. Brilliant. Okay, imagine a piece of string from the crown of your head pulling you up towards the ceiling. So we stand higher, keeping that belt muscle, that pelvic floor switched on and the pelvis level in neutral. So you've got a nice gentle curve in your lower back. Good stuff. Okay, now we're going to slowly breathe in through the nose and then breathe out through the mouth. Now when you breathe in, we want the ribs to expand out towards the elbows and then close back down again. Okay, so try and think about your breathing coming into the side of your body rather than down into your tummy or into your chest. So try a couple of breaths, breathe in through the nose and then breathe out through the mouth. Try and think about your shoulders staying down when you breathe. So inhale through the nose and then breathe out through the mouth. Lovely. Now we're going to bring some movement in here. So keep that pelvic floor activated. Maintain that neutral pelvis. Breathe in through the nose and slowly come up onto the balls of the feet. And then slowly lower back down again. Okay, so we want to match our movements to our breathing. So if you haven't done Pilates before, this is all about your breathing control. Slow breath in through the nose. Raise up onto the balls of the feet if you can. And then breathe out. Slowly lower the arms down. And we want the movements to match the speed of the breathing. So try coming up onto the balls of the feet and whole inhale. And then slowly move down. So the idea is that we don't just place our feet on the floor. We slowly come down with the breath. Okay, if you struggle coming up onto the balls of the feet, for now, just use the arms, that's fine. Good, so inhale up exhale down. Remember to keep that leg through your spine. So what I want you to imagine this time is that as you come up onto the balls of the feet, you're leaving your head at the top and stretching the spine down from the head, almost like you're separating the spine. Still with your pelvic floor activated. So keep going, a couple more. You might well find that you lose your balance every now and again on that spine. Okay, if you're on your mat and you've got a hard floor, it might be better to use the floor for this bit. How are we doing? Good, good, good. Okay, so last one. Inhaling up, keeping those heels under the hips, and then exhale down. Now I want you to this time release the pelvic floor, and instead you're going to pull the belly button in towards the spine. So this is going to be your belt muscle activation. So it's the lowest or the deepest lower layer of abdominal muscle. So it wraps around your pelvis area, the lower spine. Okay, so pull the belly button into the back. All you've got to do is imagine you're doing this in your beach wear. Okay, that's enough. All right, then we're going to reach up and then sweep down with the arms, stretch the fingers at the top, and let the shoulders slide down away from the ears and in towards your lower back. Good. So think about a squat as you swing your arms down, keeping the head up. So here, brilliant. And this is just a little bit of a warm up to the legs, sinking of the shoulders. Good, loosen up through the joints. Can you feel your shoulders sliding down away from the ears as you stretch the fingers up? Nice work, guys. Keep going. Couple more. Just keep that belt muscle switched on. Now stop and slowly circle the arms backwards. Reaching back as far as you can. And inhale at the bottom. Now I want you to try and keep your belt muscle activated while you do this. So nothing else moves. And you're stabilizing your spine while you work the arms. So this is an inhale at the bottom of your circle and an exhale at the top. Good job. Keep that coming. Inhale, coming over the top with your out breath. Let's just do one more of these. If you struggle with the shoulders, you could just change this to circle your shoulders instead of your whole arm. So at the bottom of this circle, we're going to change direction. Remember to keep that belt switched on. Inhale and exhale. Good. How are you doing? Lovely. In breath at the bottom and out breath at the top. Brilliant. Lovely. Okay, so this time you're going to come over. We're going to stop the arms in front, diagonally stretch those arms away. Now imagine you're standing against the wall and you're reaching along it. So try not to take your arms forward and behind. Think about keeping them so you can still see your fingers in your peripheral vision. Now if you haven't done Pilates before, maybe stay where you are. If you're used to this with me, you can engage your pelvic floor, take the weight onto the left leg, and have a go at lifting onto one leg while you stretch those arms. And we don't want anything to change in our posture. And those of you that have been coming longer can add that leg move. Now if you're struggling with that balance, you try it and it's a little bit wobbly, just bring the toe down onto the floor, just keep the weight on the left leg, but try and focus on balancing. Okay, it's fine to keep the feet down, guys. Just a couple more with the arms. Just feel the squeeze in between the shoulder blades, stretching the fingers away. Okay, now bring the arms down by the side. Have a go at balancing on the other leg if you can. So you could just take the toe on the floor in front of you and keep the weight on the right leg. Or lift the toe. Now inhale up with the arms, squeeze back through the shoulders and exhale lower down. Good. Inhale up Have you got your pelvic floor activated? So I want to see nice, straight body. Brilliant. Keep the arms going. Inhale up. Exhale down. And try not to hinge those hips. So if you're on your left leg, not here. Okay, we want a straight line down. So it looks like you're still standing on both feet. Brilliant job. Okay, one more. And then come on down. So our forward balance, take you on the diagonal, still with the feet hip distance. You're going to reach the arms up in front and take the right leg behind so you get some activation in the glutes. Now without changing your neutral spine, just lift the toe off the floor behind you. Make sure you've got your pelvic floor activated and your front knee soft. Now you can stay here or you can challenge yourself to go a little bit further. Okay? So your arms and your legs on the same line, like you're a seesaw, you're a plank of wood. Now hold it, and then slowly come back up. Brilliant. Okay, let's do the other side. So, pelvic floor activated. Keep your pelvis in neutral. Stretch the leg behind, bring the arms up. Feel the bottom engage, and the pelvic floor activate. Now, if you feel brave, have a little tip forward. If you want to stay up there in that balance, that's fine. And then when you come back, bring your arms down and place the heel underneath the hip. So we're going to do 2 more of those, 1 more each. Right leg behind. So remember, just take this at a level that works for you. It's fine. So you're keeping your body and your hips square to the floor. Brilliant. And then come back up. You might find you've got one side easier to do than the other. That's fine. So stretch again. Leg behind. Either just hovering the toe above the floor or adding in a little bit of movement. So we're really challenging that core to stabilize you. Brilliant job, guys. Okay, now step wide and just rest the back. So a little rotation side to side. Keep the belt switched on while you do this. Lift the heels to protect the knees. And then take the arms a little bit further around. Good stuff. We will be moving into the harder stuff in a minute. We're going to slide the heels up. Last little bit of prep. Feet hip distance. Lengthen through. Open up your arms. Okay, now right comes to left without anything else moving in the body. Belt muscles switched on. Left to right. Now exhale, round off your back. Big stretch. And then open up through your chest and squeeze the shoulders. Forward again. Big reach. And then open up. Good. Start from the top. So right to left. Left to right. Don't allow anything to move. Exhale, big stretch forward, bring the head down and then open up, stack the spine. One more time, round off through the shoulders and then open up. This time, right arm goes over the side, nice straight side bend. Feel the stretch in the side of the body. Good, other side. Good, and again, one more each. Reach over. Good, other side. Good, just what our body needs today. Inhale up. Now we're going to take it into a Pilates roll down. So if you haven't done this before, we're just going to slowly roll down towards the feet. And don't force this, guys. Okay, so belt muscles switched on. You're in your neutral alignment that we set up with your belt switched on. We're going to roll down starting with the head. And then when we come up, we work from the bottom to the top again. So slowly bring chin to chest. Keep the belt switched on and roll down the front of the legs. You can support your hands on the legs if you struggle in your back. And don't force it. Go to the point where you just feel that stretch and then slowly come up again, keeping the head down until the very end. So you stack each vertebra one on top of the other. This is super, super slow. Then finish with your shoulders rolling and lengthen through the back. So let's do that again. Chin to chest. I'm going to watch you this time. So chin to chest, slowly come on down. Try not to let your bottom push backwards. Good. Keep your knees a little soft and then roll slowly back up when you get to that bottom point. So don't force it, don't exaggerate that stretch. Slowly up. Brilliant. Good job, guys. Keep coming. As soon as you get to the top, you're literally just coming straight back down again. Feel how your spine feels when you do that. Can you feel any sticky points, feel any little bits that don't feel quite as good today? Think about your belt muscle being switched on to support you as you come down. Lovely, well done, that looks good. Alright, so last one, and we're going to move down into our first exercise. Sorry if you can hear the Nutri-Bullet in the background, sorry about that. This sound picks up everything. Brilliant, well done guys. Okay, now standing at the top. Alright, we're going to do our first exercise down on the mat. So we're going to use that roll down again and come down onto the mat for a slow push up. We're alternating. We're going to do 8 repetitions, 4 in wide arms and then 4 in narrow to work the triceps. So have your belt muscles switched on, have your heels underneath your hips, have your head stacked above, and then bring your chin down to your chest. Slowly come on down. You get to that point where you feel that stretch and bend your legs to come down to the mat. Keep your belt switched on as you walk forward and then take your hands wider. Okay, so you're in a press up position. Now, inhale, slowly move down to your level to the crease of the elbows. And then exhale to slowly come back up again. So you're doing this super, super slow, and that's how we build up the intensity. So inhale down and exhale up. So your breath is in control of the speed. Your whole in breath to move slowly down, and your whole out breath. So we're going to do one more with our hands wide, working the chest and the shoulders. And then we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders, so narrow. And this time your elbows push back in a tricep push up. So check that you are keeping your elbows close to your ribs. You don't allow them to push outwards. Shoulders back. Now if you struggle with these, you can come onto the knees like a box position and draw the elbows back. This one is more challenging for sure. Belt muscle is switched on, so as you're coming down, you're not allowing your spine to change. Then curl the toes under, walk the hands back towards the knees, keep your head lower coming back to roll up. So this gives your arms a little bit of a rest and keeps that spine mobile. Roll the shoulders back at the top, lengthen through, and then come down again. So our belt muscles switched on, our knees soft, and we're going to repeat that to work the arms, the shoulders, and the chest. So coming slowly down to your mat. Belt muscle switched on, so more about the belt muscle this time. It's supporting your pelvis as you go down, so you shouldn't feel any change in the shape of your spine. Aim to bring the chest between the thumbs. Good job. Hold inhale through the nose and your out breath. Remember, you've still got your beach wear on, so you're keeping that belt switched on all the way. Now, stop at the top, walk the hands in, underneath the shoulders, elbows push back into your tricep, and just go as low as you can. We don't want the arms to collapse here and end up moving your spine. How are we doing? Good job. Nice. So slow, 4 counts. It's a roughly 4 counts down and 4 up. It's looking good, guys. Brilliant. Well done. Okay, now slowly roll back up to standing, and you really should start to feel those arms are working. Okay, as soon as you get to the top, we're back again. We're all slightly different with our breathing rates, so don't worry if you're working slightly differently, time-wise. Walk the hands forward, have the belt switched on. Here we go. So elbows push out wide for the wide push-up. Inhale down, exhale up. Nice. Shoulder blades are back and down, so we don't want to allow those shoulders to hug up into the ears. And then think about your neck position, keeping your head up in line with your back. 4 slow push-ups. Walk the hands in. Bring the knees closer if you struggle in the backs of the arms. It's going to be a smaller muscle, so less strength. Inhale down. I want to see that your back is keeping the same shape in its neutral. Keep it slow, guys. That's good. Lovely. All right, let's do this one more time. So when you next come down, this will be your last one. So exactly the same. Struggling a little bit with the amount of repetitions, you can cut it to 3 and 3. So there are always options once you're down here. Lengthening your neck. If you're struggling with a push-up, again, on the hands and position, that's fine. Are you keeping this nice and low? So as you get to the bottom, we don't want to crane the neck. Okay, so lengthen through. Now don't come back up this time. Do your 4 slow triceps and then sit back on the heels in a child's pose. So 4 slow triceps. Don't worry if you can't get the range on this one, that's fine. Keep the toes down on the triceps. When you're ready, you're just sitting back on the heels, stretching the arms out in front. Good job. Well done, guys. Okay, so coming down onto the belly, we're going to go into plank next. So I'm going to offer you some variations. It's absolutely fine if you want to just stay static and you don't want that extra work. Just do it at the level that you feel good with today. And remember, your body's different from one day to the next. So where you might be strong, you might have a little bit of tiredness creeping in. You've had a busy day. Just bear that in mind when you're doing any exercise, but particularly Pilates. Okay, so legs are in line. Elbows are directly underneath the shoulders, and the shoulders are back and down. And we're going to hold this plank up until the point where you feel a little bit uncomfortable, and then you can stop, have a rest, join in again. So depending, we'll come up onto the knees first, depending on how long you've been doing the plank, how strong you feel today. Okay, you might feel like just staying on the knees. If you can, extend the legs up onto the toes. Good. Now, if you want to, you can alternate a heel lift. Now, we don't want that, toe lift. So you don't want that to be too high. We don't want to take our back down like this, and we don't want to be up. So I'm going to have a look at these pelvis positions. We want the pelvis to be in line with the shoulder or lower. That's good. Brilliant. Now you can be up onto the hands or you can be down onto the elbows, and the elbows will be a harder option. Hold it there, keep going. If you need to come out of the plank, that's fine. Just come down onto the belly, have a little bit of a rest, and then when you're good to go again, have another go. Now shoulder blades are back and down, you're looking down in front of you on the floor to get your neck in good alignment. Nice long spine, really lengthen through, the heels behind. It's up to you if you want to add that option. It's just a small toe lift, toes off the ground. Alternating legs. And each time you do that, we don't want to allow any change. Good. Okay, as soon as you're done, sit back on the heels again. Stretch your arms in front. Bring your head down. Enjoy that release. Good job. Well done, guys. Okay, so we're going to come over onto our bottom for the next exercise. So just coming towards the front of your mat so you've got plenty of space behind you. If you're new to Pilates, you might want to keep your legs bent, okay, and your feet in line. Those of you that have been coming with doing this a bit longer, you can keep your legs straight, okay. And range is going to be your challenge here, so don't force yourself. We want to do this with the same slow speed that we've been working at. Okay, so our arms are out in front and we're in a neutral spine. I'm trying to turn sideways on a little bit more for you. So we're in our neutral spine to start with. Okay, but with our pelvic floor activated, we're going to tuck the tailbone under and start to move the back down towards the floor, keeping the eyes in front. Okay, when you get to that point where it feels like you're stuck, come back up and then lengthening your neutral. So again, guys, we're not coming back with a neutral spine, we're coming back with a nice curved back, C shape, and we're lowering our spine down towards the mat one at a time. Now your breathing is to inhale as you come back, as far as you can go, and then out breath to come back up. If you've been doing Pilates with me for a long time, you'll be going to full range here, where you go all the way to the floor. So breathe in as you tilt, breathe out as you lower down to the floor, inhale and then exhale to come up. Now we're going to add in a spine stretch. So reach the arms when you get back to the sit bones and reach up and over to stretch towards the toes. And then sink your shoulders down, keep your spine long. Tuck the tailbone under into that C shape in the spine, so you're here as you're coming back, not here. Okay, so you're melting your back into the floor. Feel each vertebra slowly go down, and then breathe out to come up. So whether your legs are bent or straight, you will feel this at the front of your hips as well. Good job. So remember, it's inhale to go back, exhale to come up. Unless you're going all the way to the floor, in which case breathe in at each end and breathe out when you're moving. So add that spine stretch in. When you come up, you're lengthening in neutral, reaching the arms up, and it's reaching up and over. I want you to imagine you've got a big fit ball sitting on your legs. You're reaching over the top of it, and then you're coming back. Okay? All good? Let's do it again. So tucking in. We're really working the abs here. It's a strength exercise. Brilliant. We're going to do 2 more. Absolutely fine. If you've had enough, if you want to take a break, grab some water, anytime, that's cool. Don't force yourself through the repetitions if you're starting to struggle. So pelvic floor activated all the way. Reach up and over. Good stuff. So we're going to revisit that a little bit later, just slightly differently. Okay, so this time we're sitting with our legs just a little wider than our hips. Okay, don't worry, you don't have to be in the splits. If you struggle with this, if you struggle sitting on the floor, grab yourself a cushion, okay, and you can sit on top of it. So if you struggle to keep your pelvis in neutral once you're flat on the floor, just grab a cushion to sit up on. That should help you tip that pelvis forward. So your spine position needs to be here rather than here, okay? And we're not leaning, so use that cushion if you need it. If you struggle with tightness across the fronts of your legs or your hips, you can soften the knees or bring the soles of the feet together. Okay, bring your arms into a Cossack position level to the chest, so not up in line with the shoulders, drop down. Sitting up nice and tall, and then engage your pelvic floor, so you're like squeezing that sponge internally. And now, without allowing yourself to lean, we're breathing out to the side, and we're breathing in to come back to center. Breathing out to go to the other side, and breathing in to come back to center. Now your spine doesn't move very much in this position, in this way, but this is a great functional move. So you're just allowing your spine to go to its natural range and then stop. So what we don't want is for the arms to carry on. So if you've got a watch on, your nose should be in line with that watch as you finish, and then return back to center. So I'm going to just have a look at you guys. Sitting up nice and tall, squeezing the pelvic floor, and just stack the arms one on top of each other like this. So you're breathing out to the side, breathing in back to center, breathing out to the other side. This is a great one. If you've been stuck at a desk for the day, you can do this on a chair. It's brilliant on a chair. You don't have to worry about your legs then. And you don't have to bring the arms out. You can just hold them across the chest and just get that movement. So this is really good for the spine. It loves this. But it is a small movement. So you're breathing out as you twist away from the body. Breathing in as you come back. And breathing out as you go to the other side. Well done, guys. Let's just do two more, one more each side. So sitting up nice and tall, just grow another couple of inches. Lovely. Okay, and then bring the feet back together. Let's just have a spine stretch here. So bend your right leg, take it over your left leg. Wrap your left arm around your right knee. Sit up nice and tall. And then stretch the hand behind you, looking over the right shoulder. Good. Now you should feel that stretch through the spine and through the outside of your bottom as well. If you want to intensify that stretch, this straight leg that's out in front of you, you can tuck it around to the right side, heel to right butt. Sitting up nice and tall. Okay, now slowly unwind. Good, let's do it the other side. Okay, so left leg, bend it, right, over the right leg. Keep that leg either straight in front of you or, so long as you're okay with your knees. If you've got any knee issues, you might find that's a little bit uncomfortable, so just keep the leg straight out in front. Wrap your right arm around your left knee, sit up nice and tall, stretch your arm behind you, and just look over the shoulder. I hope that feels quite nice. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to come down to the floor next. Ideally, if you can, have yourself side on to your device, just so that I can see your alignment and your position. Don't worry if that's a problem. It's fine. Okay, so lying down on your mat. Okay, now to find our neutral when we're lying down, firstly have your feet hip distance with your legs bent, and then just tilt the pelvis in so you push the lower back into the floor, and then tilt the other way so you feel like you've got a big arch under your back. Okay, so we're going to just do that a couple of times. It's quite nice anyway, just to get some pelvic tilts, feel that spine moving nicely. Start to make that a little bit smaller and settle so that you've got a small hollow in your lower back. So by the time you get into your neutral pelvis, you literally have enough space underneath your back. If you can imagine a cooked pea underneath that hollow, you wouldn't be squishing the pea and you wouldn't be letting it roll away. And you should just get your fingertips into the sides of your back, but not all the way under. So that is your neutral spine, and we're then going to support that with the activation of the belt muscles. So draw the navel to the spine. Okay, if you're a beginner, stay at level 1. If you've been doing Pilates for a while, level 2, and if you're advanced, level 3. So level 1, you're going to kick the first leg off the floor, and you're going to sit that knee above the hip and keep the foot in line, so you've got 90-degree angle at the knee. Now, the weight of the leg is challenging the core to stabilize the pelvis. We're destabilizing. Level 2, those of you that have been coming longer, you're picking up both legs. And level 3, you're extending the legs. Okay, now even if you are strong, you haven't done Pilates before, I would encourage you to stay at the first level. Okay, and if you feel it's just not enough, you can't feel this belt muscle working, you could extend that one leg, hold it there. Okay, you could lower it to make it more challenging, but what we're trying to do is keep that small hollow in our back exactly the same throughout. Okay, so stretch the fingers down past the hips, lengthen your neck, and now focus on your breathing. While you're keeping that leg up, your belt activated, breathing into the upper back and rib cage, in through nose and out through mouth. Now, do come down if you need to take a break. We're going to switch legs, those of you who are working with me on number one. So we want that knee above the hip. Try not to bring it in too close. Okay, so knee above hip and foot in line. So you want to have a parallel line, your shin to the floor. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick look at your position. Good. So again, level one, just one leg for beginners. Level two, both legs, but 90 degrees. And level three, you're going up with both legs long. Now get your shoulder blades right into the mats. Bring your fingertips closer to the outside of the hip. Nice, this is great. Okay, now when you're ready, exhale, lower that leg down and bring both knees into the chest. Hug the knees down and just feel that stretch in your lower back. Lovely guys and boys. Brilliant job. Good. Okay. Right. So, similar exercise to what we've just done, but we're going to bring some movement into it now. So, you're lying down on your mat. Okay, level one, you're just going to work with one leg at a time. Level two, you're going to work with both legs and alternate. And level three, and this is only for my really advanced participants, you're going into a full leg stretch. Okay, so just do that pelvic tilt, find your neutral spine. Remember that little cave that you're creating for that hooked knee. Engage your belt. On your next out breath, you're going to lift your right leg, get that 90-degree position first, and then you're extending that leg away and then bringing it back. Now you use that belt muscle activation so that as you stretch the leg away, your pelvis doesn't tilt, and as you bring it in, again, pelvis should push into the mat. So you've got that hollow in your back. So at the same time, we're working the legs at the hips at the front, but it's your core activation. If you're up with both legs, you're alternating. Remember, the lower you go towards the ground, the more challenging this will be. So if you've done body balance, you might have done this before in that class, and so if you're used to this, it's fine to be up with both legs. If you're an absolute beginner, just stay with that one leg. Good. Double arm stretch and leg stretch for my advanced level, you know how that looks. Brilliant. So as you're extending the leg, you're breathing out. As you're bringing the leg back in, you're breathing in. Breathe out through the mouth, in through the nose. Keep your shoulder blades down into the mat. Quick check on how we're doing. Harry, is mummy working okay there? Listen. Not quite so easy to do when you've got passengers on board, is it, Katie? Well done. That looks good, Paula. Make sure you've switched over legs if you are only doing one leg at a time. And make sure you can feel that as you extend that leg, you're keeping that small hollow exactly the same in your back. As you come back, you're stopping with the knee above the hip. It's very hard to see when you're lying down, so you can use your hands as a guide if you want to. If you're just doing one leg at a time, just do 4 more reps on this side. If you've been up with 2 legs, you might want to think about coming down now and bringing the knees into the chest. Looking good, guys. Okay, so have that stretch with the knees in. Hug the knees. Bring the head up towards the knees as well, so you open up the spine, and then release it down and bring the knees down. Okay, so let's do one more on our back before we move again. So this time I want you to bring the heels really close to the hips and then bring the heels down. Okay, so you're bringing the heels in close to the bottom and then place the feet flat on the floor. We're going to go into a shoulder bridge. So if you haven't done this before, I'm just going to get you to come up into the bridge, do a couple of arm repetitions and then come back down. My advanced level, you're going to come up into the bridge and do your leg movements down and up with each leg. Okay, so this is a spine mobility exercise and it turns into a bit more strength when we get to the advanced level. So pelvic floor for this one, so switch on, have your neutral spine, so you've got that small hollow. And now you're going to tilt the pelvis as you inhale and slowly start to lift the tailbone off the floor, coming up into a bridge. Okay, now at the top of the move, we want to keep the pelvic floor activated and try not to squeeze the bottom too much. Then bring your arms behind your head, reach behind you. Don't allow anything to sway about in your pelvis. Keep your pelvic floor activated to support your pelvis. Slowly come down with the arms. Let's do that again. Now this time, as you come back with the arms, you're going to slowly bring your back down to the floor. So each vertebra one at a time. And really tuck the tailbone under. So this last part of the spine is the hardest bit to work nice and freely. So let's do that again. If you're struggling with this, keep your feet hip distance. If you want a challenge, bring your feet together and your knees together. And that will make it more challenging to step along these hips. So as we come up, we want to keep the hips square. Okay, stop in neutral and then slowly come up and over with the arms. You do 2 times with the arms. Inhale behind and exhale. Now try and relax your bottom a bit more. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Do 2 breaths. Okay, those of you that are my advanced level, you're doing your legs. So you're up here and lowering on your out breath and in breath to come up. Okay, don't try that if you haven't done Pilates yet. Slowly come down with your arms at the same time. So we're trying to get our spine more mobile. Okay, so try and imagine as you lift up, it's like you're peeling Velcro off the floor. And then as you come down, try and imagine that from the top of your back to the bottom of your back, you're pressing each of your vertebrae down into the floor. Hello, Bonnie. Like you're pressing into plasticine. I think we'll have to do a pet Pilates class one day. What do you think? Okay. So that should feel quite nice in your back. If you've got any bits that feel like you're coming down in a big block, just maybe try and do a little bit more stretching in your daily routine. We've all got time on our hands now, right? So I might add that in at some stage where we do some more back stretching. But that will be what that is. It's just where you've got some stiffness going on in the back. So it might feel when you're coming down like you're just bringing your back down all in one big block. Okay, so lots of stretching and mobility work like this. And this is a really nice one to do. So let's finish our last one. So up into the bridge. And then slowly bringing your arms behind. And then coming back over. Good stuff. Keep that going. Inhale up. Exhale back. Now come down with your back. Bear with. Lost my music. It's gone. Try again. Lovely, lovely. Back. Good. All right, now just bring your knees into the chest. We're going to have a quick spine release stretch. I love this stretch. I can recommend that you do this every day, more than once a day. Pump the knees into the chest. Stretch your arms out to the side. Now bring your knees over to the right side, so away from me. Well, it depends which way you're laying, I suppose. So knees come all the way down. Then take your hand onto the top of your leg and ease that down. So you really create a nice deep stretch through the spine, through the outside of your glutes, and also into your chest. Relax. Nice easy breathing. Okay, and then relax, bring the knees in. And now take it over to the other side. So, knees across, get the mic out the way. Same thing, you might find one side's tighter than the other. You might find some kickiness there as well. Don't worry too much, it's just where your tendons are more tight. Good stuff. Get that back shoulder down on the floor. Okay, and now we're going to come over onto our side, ready to do some side work. Now, if you're new to Pilates, just move my background a little bit more. This is probably one of the most challenging positions to work in, the side line. So firstly, what I want you to do is lie down. Imagine some of you might even have a line on your mat. Okay? I want you to line your body up so that you have your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles. So it's a straight line down. Okay, now if you struggle, when you take your head down towards your shoulder, if you struggle with the neck, you can bring a pillow in between your ear and shoulder or just a small towel. If you're struggling to get your shoulder back here, if you've got shoulder issues, get that cushion, lay your head down on it, but bring your arm in front of you. So you've got your head on the cushion under here, and your arm is out in front. Okay, so those are two options that you can use. I'm going to just go back to our first position now. As well as being on a straight line, we want the body stacked. So we've got our hips, our knees, our ankles, all one above the other, shoulders as well. If you're new to this, you might need a hand in front. Okay, now if you've got a yoga block or you've a cushion or something, you can use this in front of you, and that's a really good way of having something to have underneath your fingertips, but also keep your shoulder up here. So otherwise, you tend to lean into the floor. So use that if you've got anything. Don't worry too much if you haven't. Just what I want you to try and focus on is keeping the shoulders stacked. Okay, now make sure you can see as you look down the front of the body, your toes. Okay, you want to be able to see the toes. If they're right in front, you're not in neutral. If they're behind, you're not in neutral, so you want them in that alignment. Okay, now, engage your pelvic floor. You're going to lift your top leg just a couple of inches, and then you're going to lift the bottom leg to meet it. Now, have that pelvic floor activated and hold this here. Now, if you're new to Pilates, you might want to just keep this in a static balance and hold it for as long as you can. Then come down, come back up again when you need to. All right, now try and keep these fingers as if your floor or your block is thin ice. Okay, so you're not really pushing in there. You're using the core to help you balance. Okay, if that feels good, start to move the leg forward on your out breath, just the top leg, and then inhale back. It's about 6 inches, okay? Not far, not far. Out breath, take it behind. How many of you fell over? In breath, come back. Now use your pelvic floor, because as your leg is moving, you're destabilizing that position that you're in. It was already a little bit unstable as you came up with the legs. So we're using our leg to challenge our core to stabilize us. So we don't tip forward, we don't change our position. Okay, and if the movement of the leg is making you wobble around too much, it is fine to just work with that balance and hold it. Good stuff. Nice, guys. So, your movement of the leg, breathe out as you move forward, breathe in as you come back to center, then breathe out as you go behind, breathe in. I want to see a smooth, slow, continuous movement. Okay, so there shouldn't be any stopping or starting. Brilliant, really good. So a couple more. You'll be working into the outer thighs, inner thighs. Okay, if you've been coming to Pilates for a long time, you might find you can actually take that hand away without falling over. You don't want to fall over, you want to keep that stacked position. Just have a quick check down your body. Can you still see the toes on the bottom leg? One more. Finish with the legs together, bring the legs down, bring the knees into the chest. Relax, well done. So we're going to do one more on our side. Good, stretch back out again. Okay, so we're going to work into the outer thighs and inner thighs. Okay, I'm going to add options which will also work into the outside obliques. If you struggle in your back here, you might want to take this first option. So come up into the balance again. So belt muscle for this one. We're going to use our belt, come up into the hover, have the hand in front but shoulder stacked. Okay, level one, if you struggle in your back, you're going to breathe out, just lift the top leg on its own and then inhale, squeeze it back together. Okay. Ideally, what we want to try and do is move both legs at the same time. So you keep the legs together, you lift them up and you lower down. As you lift up, it's a straight line. So if you look down the front of the body, you can see your toes. This is level 1 or 1.5. But if you feel that pulling in your back, you go back to the first one I showed you, just the top leg movement. Level 2, you're going to add in the upper body, keep the hand in front. And then you're going to work into the external obliques as well. So out breath up, in breath down. Good. As you're coming down, you're stopping just above the floor, keeping that belt muscle switched on. That looks good. And what I want you to think about is as you're lifting, you're stretching out. Imagine someone pulling your feet and your hands. You're really stretching out long and then inhaling and coming back down. Think about your neck as well. So as you're lifting, if you're lifting your upper body, keep your neck in line. So don't let your ear come in towards your shoulder. How are we doing? Just having a quick check round. Well done, that's good there. Try and keep the feet together and really lengthen the legs. Good, absolutely fine to just lift the top leg if you want to. So 2 more before we switch over. Bringing the knees into the chest and hugging the knees. Lovely. Just bring the knees in and then I'm going to get you to roll over onto your other side, so you might want to just flip over so you can still see. So same setup, and you might find that one side is easier to do than the other. Arm is in line with our shoulder, head is down. Okay, and the toes you can see as you look down the front of the body. So you've got yourself set up in a straight line, you're stacked, hand is just in front, but your shoulder blade is dropping back and down. Engage the pelvic floor, come up with the top leg, bottom leg comes up to meet it, so you're just on your hips. So exhale, come forward, inhale back, exhale back behind. Don't let that bottom leg go. Try and keep the bottom leg still. So out breath forward, pelvic floor, in breath back. Good. Out breath behind. So it's the behind one that's more challenging. Straight forward, back to centre, and then straight back behind. So we're not lifting, we're just going forward and backwards along the same line. Great job. Keep it super slow. Just a small move, enough to challenge the core. So pelvic floor squeezing. Nice. Couple more. Remember, you can always stop if you need to. Really think about lengthening your lower leg and your lower arm. Can you still see your toes in front? Great job, guys. Okay, bring the legs back together, knees in. Just about got enough time for our last side lie position. Okay, so stretching back out. Uh-oh. No, Marley. Out you go. Away, away. Sorry, guys. Oh, no. Go on, away. Away. Marley, away. Good boy. Okay. Oh, dear. What was I saying about pet Pilates? Right, so we're going into our side line again and into our side raise. So, belt muscle switched on. Coming up into that balance. Okay, now, remember, if you struggled in your back, it's just the top leg, out breath, in breath down. Try and keep the hand light in front. Level 1.5 is just the legs on their own. Level 2, adding in. And those of you that have been coming longer, you can add in the arm across as well. You know what to do there. So thinking about lengthening as you lift, getting the work into the outer obliques if you're using your upper body as well. Just going to have a quick check again. So you're breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. Good job. Oh, couples with Ava. She's still calling. Better. Hello, Ava. Oh, Bonnie must have known Marley was in the picture as well. Out breath up. In breath down. Try and keep those feet together. Good stuff. Couple more. Nice, guys. Well done. Okay. So bring the knees in. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And then when you're ready, just push yourself up to sitting. We are out of time. I could have kept going for another 15 minutes, at least. So, Pilates is varied. We have lots of different ways of working. I'm going to have a look at recording. Oh my gosh. He's a leader. He leads. Right, sit. Yeah, so Pilates is about variation. We have, I'm just going to turn the music up and I'm actually going to stop the recording.